Hey there, Lucian Lee. So I'm playing the Ibanez RG652AHM. It's the Nebula Green, very nice guitar. Yeah, I probably used this one in previous streams. Beef tempura, what's up? Very cool, thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words, man. Pinky, you wanted darker or it became darker? Was it a question or was it a request or a statement? Cool, so I'm having fun over a blues track here. This is called Blues Grooves from my fellow co-instructor Diego Budicin from Italy. I like this one a lot. The question is if we should funk soul. Let's try this one. Oof. This is going to be a challenge. Nitros, you play the electric guitar. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Prince. I should go to a concert. Or I should do a concert. Thank you. This reminded me of a faster loop I did. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so you got rid of your pedals. That sounds cool. I did as well, actually. I played digital amp for many years, but then I got back to pedals. I like pedals. So this is in E minor. I'm doing something like this. It's very similar to something I showed you in one of the shorts I uploaded. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Saludo, thank you so much. We got Vladdy here. You are just too good. You're too kind, man. Hey there, we like the algorithm. Oregon, USA, thank you, man. Amelia, thanks so much, man. We got my man Fred here. What's up, man? Yes, Cash, this is some very clean tone, and it's like a fat, almost Fenderish tone. It's from the clean channel of my Mesa Boogie, and I'm tweaking it with a full tone OCD, so maybe we can get a zoom in on that. It's this pedal, right? There we go. So I'm just using the full tone OCD, a bit of EQ, and delay and reverb here, and then it's just the amp, which you can't really see, but it's there. Yatuma, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Howell, yes, this is a loop I recorded this morning. If you want to save it, I'm gonna keep the replay of the stream so you can watch back at any time, and you can find all the previous streams as well on the channel. You felt like you stepped into a spaghetti western, except it's Tarantino instead of Leone. I like it. It's a little bit loud. Let's see here. Something is distorting. So this is an Ibanez RG652, and it has this super wizard neck, so it's known for being extremely thin. Just see if I can get rid of. Mr. Howell, yeah, I got some delay. You can hear it, right? If I do. If I play one note, you can hear it. There's a little bit of a repeat there. Let's see if I can stop this looper. Right? So you can hear there's a little bit of delay there. I do play jazz in the sense that I'm improvising. I don't play a lot of like classic bebop licks, you know, the like. So I'm not really a jazz guitarist by traditional sense, but everything I do is improvise. So in that sense, it's very jazzy. Delaware, Stockholm, Sweden. Vinit, what's up? You have an RG. That's awesome, John. Oh, you are a wizard in playing. Thank you so much. Jojo Mayer. John Mayer? Question. So my opinion about getting multi-effects processors rather than getting a pedal board for a decent sound. I think today's modern multi-effect processors are amazing. I have the Kemper, but even the cheaper unit, I think there's something called Tone X now. You know, they're really good bang for money. So if I were starting out now, I would never, you know, buy all these analog pedals. I would start with digital. But I still think that further down the road, I would probably go analog sometime. Barat, I can't say the dude in the guitar store tried to rip you off. I mean, they do different things, but I think the quality that the digital stuff has reached now is so high that it's more than good enough to start off with. I mean, I would probably just like buy a Boss Katana amp or some of the most popular practice amps, and that'd be good for many years ahead if I were just starting out, you know. That would be more than enough. John, so you want to learn more? That's awesome, man. So, you know, it's a huge topic, right? So it's a good idea to define where you want to take your playing, right? And then you can start defining a strategy. I think all the, you know, successful cases I've seen, that's where the students' goals very closely aligned with their musical preferences. So what that means in plain English is if you try to play like someone just because you think it looks cool or because someone told you to, it's not going to work out. You have to start with your musical heroes, basically, the ones you've been listening to for a long time or your entire life. That's, you know, if that's your goal, then you're much likely to succeed. So that would be if I just were to give you like a general advice. But if you have more specific questions, I'm happy to answer them. Seven Nation Army. That would be harder with this one. Jay Disley. I've been playing for around 30 years. Did I say 30 years, right? A good effect pedal for me. Oof. if you don't have any, they all do different things, right? So if you don't have any effects at all, I would just start with like maybe a multi-effect. I hear a lot of good things about the tone necks. Vikram, yes, I have several courses, and you can find them by searching for Christopher Dahl or just go to my profile. Well, I would say you have to, Jay Dizzle, you have to count with maybe around 10 years to build some serious skills. Okay, let's see here. I have another track here. This is different. So that's a good question. Where should you start? Are scales most important? So this is one of the biggest misconceptions, I think, for learning lead guitar. It's like people think that, well, if I learn a few chords, then I can play a song, right? That was an ugly example, but you get the point. So then people think, well, then if I want to learn to solo, I'm just going to have to learn a few scales, right? And then I'll know a few solos. Makes sense. That's not at all how it works. With a few chords, you can definitely just strum them and you can sing along or whatever, that works. Ouch, so ugly. But you can't do that with scales. You can't just strum a scale and expect it to sound like a solo. So instead what you have to do is really to learn licks, patterns, and phrases, examples to get you playing those scales. That's super important. So maybe we should go back to a high gain sound here. Gonna do some foot dancing here. So whenever someone is playing a scale, ouch, let's try one time. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this sound at some point, but maybe it's not now. So when someone is playing a scale, it's tempting to think, well, if I can learn that scale, I'm also going to play that scale and I'm going to sound like that one who played it. But that's not really how it goes. It's instead what you see someone playing are licks or patterns that do fit within the context of a scale, but simply learning that scale alone isn't going to take you anywhere. In fact, I would argue it's the wrong way to start. If you want to be able to play something that sounds like a solo, you have to start with the musical stuff. So if you learn a bunch of scales, a bunch of phrases, maybe a whole solo, and you keep going like that, then you're going to eventually see how those use scales. And that's a good point to start thinking about scales. So you can't really, fast forward by just learning scales. Instead, I recommend you learn lots of musical examples. And whenever I teach a scale, I always teach them, first, we go through where to, put the fingers and where the dots are. But as soon as possible, we're going to start to make music with that. preferred it. Can't make up my mind today, it seems. I just got back this amp after a week, and I just haven't really found my way back to all the sounds I had going before it broke, or before the tube needed replacement. Let's see here. What are you guys saying? Okay, so Jade is saying, I play like 2 notes and can't progress. I haven't made it past that point. Practice, practice, practice. So, yeah. I mean, you really do need one musical example, I think, that matches, your current skill level and maybe the bands or the music you're listening to. That would be, I think, a good starting point to get past, just playing 2 notes and you can't get anywhere. You really have to get something musical under your belt. Sometimes just being able to play one musical bend can be a game changer. And because then you can start doing that throughout the whole scale. And then you can, use like the first pentatonic position, which everybody uses. You can play that, but with bending, and all of a sudden it starts to sound musical. And you can do these bends. So that's one way to start things out. Just bend strings, put in many fingers into the mix, makes it easier to bend. Let's see what you guys are saying. So this is an Ibanez RG652. How can I set this lovely tone with more? Cool, so you're using more. I actually use the more radar for this tone. I have it plugged in now, so that's how I get this speaker cab sound. But the actual sound comes from the Mesa Boogie amp and from the full tone OCD pedal, which is the white one in the middle. This one. So I'm just giving you like quick introductions here. This is a huge topic, but if you can find something that is more musical, I'm sure you can find maybe some easy lick on YouTube. Just search for beginner lick or beginner lead or beginner solo, something like that. So you can just find something that starts to sound a little bit less like it's just 2 random notes. And as soon as you can play that, then that is going to be like an enabler for you to start exploring more notes. Jay Dizzle, that's a cool question. Do I know where the notes are, or is it just natural feel you get over time? I do know where the notes are, and so on the guitar we only have 12 notes that repeat all over the place. And whenever I'm playing a common scale, such as the minor scale, which is what I'm doing now, the E minor scale, basically what I'm doing is just playing 7 notes out of the 12 available. And if you do that for year after year after year, play those 7 notes, you develop some kind of sense where things are heading, right? Which isn't necessarily a good thing, because you get more predictable. I really like it when you're new to something and you have no idea how it's going to sound. So again, I'm just playing 7 notes now, even though it looks like I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm just playing 7 out of the 12 available. And I've memorized patterns, and I memorized the scale patterns, and within those I play licks and different patterns and phrases. And I combine them at will, so it's sort of improvised. But it's true that some notes are going to sound less good than others. Usually, if you stick to the key, in most pop and rock songs, it's usually a minor or major key, which defines which 7 notes are going to work. Now, among those 7 notes, there are good and bad ones. But it's also a bit of a misconception. In most cases, even the bad ones will sound okay if you play them in time and if your guitar is in tune. And you can, if you're jamming and you land on one of the notes that's just okay, you can just keep on playing and it's gonna sound good, you know? This is not the best note in the world, but, you know, I can keep on playing after that. And find a better note. The majority of the work is in the left hand. Yeah, in a sense, I think the left hand is going to give you most issues when you're starting out with lead guitar. But my biggest hurdle now is kind of improving my timing, and a lot of the timing stuff lies in the right hand. So I'd say it's hard. But yeah, for a beginner or if you're new to lead guitar, the left hand is going to give you most issues. Pattern, what's that? Sounds interesting. Stay. I play my guitar. Not gonna happen. What's not gonna happen? Ninth and 13th. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we can do some nines. That's the 9th. 13, that would be the 4th, right? No, 13, that's the 6th. We can do that. the first comment you made? Which one is that? Is it let's get that scallop neck out and do some long distance slide? Okay, so you want me to change guitars and do a long slide? You can definitely switch guitars. Let's see here. Okay, so here we have a scallop neck. You can see my scalloping is it's pretty light, but it's definitely there. And here's a long slide for JM. So no, this is not as deep as you might have seen. My headless guitar has a very deep scallop, and I have another Strat which is actually a Fender, and it has a slightly deeper as well. I've also scalloped a Telecaster of mine. This is one of my favorite guitars for clean tones. Yeah, Tam, we can definitely try some chords here. Or maze poles. We can. This is cool for playing chords, yes. So how would you classify this playing style? So I don't know. I always find classification hard. I guess maybe a bit of fusion. Cheat jazz, yeah, why not? Yeah, maybe a bit Knopfler, Mark Knopfler, that's true. True, Frank. This one has a bit of a deeper tone, but I think I can get some bright tones out of this one as well. For me, this one has more body than the other Strat. The other Strat is very bright. Saludo John. I don't really have any jazz guitar, so I don't really know. I think this is as jazzy as I could get, probably. Maybe a bit warmer. Something like this. The DD8, the decibels. Maybe something like that. The DD8. What's the DD8? Oh, the delay? You think I should remove the delay pedal? Oh, so more delay, okay. Sorry, I was a bit thick there. Is this better? Bit hot, it's distorting somewhere, I don't know where. Oh, probably there. Yeah, this is the DD3 digital delay. It's pretty cool, actually. I would at some point like to get a more advanced pedal. I've been looking a little bit at the, I think it's called Halo, the Andy Timmons signature. Seems to have pretty cool features. So that's an interesting question. Do the pedals really give a good effect? So what we can do is I can remove some pedals and you can hear the difference. So if I'm just totally removing all the pedals that go before the amp, I'm not going to remove the reverb and the delay, but just the EQ, the full tone OCD, and the Wampler compressor. That's how it sounds. So this is just the amp and the reverb and delay. So let's add the EQ. You can't hear the difference now because it's so low. The big difference is going to be the full tone, right? So then we add the compressor. And then add the EQ. I'm going to skip the EQ for now. So again, if I remove the full tone OCD and the compressor, now we don't have anything in front of the amp. I add them. But I mean, they also add a lot of volume, so it's a little hard to compare. But it's a very full tone OCD is a bit of like an amp and a pedal, so that gives me a lot of the thick sound you can get from there. Yes, Amaze Balls, please come back. I'm gonna keep the live stream, the replay up forever, so you can watch it when you want. So it adds a lot of overtones. It adds a lot of stuff that isn't there, basically. But as you can hear, it's not like a typical distortion with lots of noise and brightness. This is a warm kind of distortion that it adds. Of course, you can tweak the pedal and get different sounds, but I'm using it now because you wanted some jazzy stuff. So I turned down the. Let's see if you can see that. So we're speaking about this pedal now. So I've turned down the tone, and I have lots of volume coming from it, a little bit of drive, and I have the low pass switch, which gives basically a warmer sound. What's the meaning of life? That one is easy. Play guitar. Best question ever. So if I remove the delay, or I actually have a little bit of chorus, so let's remove the chorus, the delay, and the reverb, and you can hear how the dry sound sounds. And I like that, so I probably had too much effects. Let's add the chorus. I don't like that, so let's skip it. Let's add the delay. Oh, sorry, the delay was on. Let's add it. I think this is too much, so I'm gonna turn it down. Just like subtle delay there. Pretty nice, but let's turn it off and just use the reverb. With a little bit of delay. No, I've never tried Spark amps. So there's a question. You just play patterns over and over again, right? Almost to the point of getting sick of them. So if you're practicing technique, then that's usually how people start, sort of torture themselves over and over with a metronome. I like to, as soon as possible, stray away from that and instead start using those patterns or exercises more creatively. And that doesn't mean you're going to sound or play amazing improvisations. It just means that you're not doing the same thing over and over. You can change a note here and there. So instead of just doing, that's your exercise. You can try moving it around. See if you maybe can come up with a variation. So now that the problem with this example was that I played way too fast. You wouldn't play that fast when you're practicing. You can't, because then you cannot come up with these variations. It has to be done in a tempo where you're in total control, so super slow. Sorry, I don't know comfortably numb. Well, if it looks easy, that's because it has to be practiced so slowly that you can remain completely relaxed. And that's when you can develop a technique that looks effortless. if you're trying to play above your comfort speed, and you see a lot of guitars do this, it starts to look really tense. So when practicing, you need to be in total control, play slowly. And that's going to be different for you and for me and for whoever is playing, right? But it's about keeping like below your comfort speed. That's when you can remain relaxed. Well, I know who Pink Floyd and Dave Gilmour is, but I haven't learned anything from him. We got easy BCLS here. What's up? I'm just comparing two different, I have two different compressors there. They do kind of different things. Seven, 10, 8. Why do you want me to play those notes? You like them? Pretty cool. Triad 7. That's not a triad. Blew it up. What does that mean? Want more gain, maybe? Was that what you wanted me to do when you said blew it up? Thank you guys for the great words, man. So I haven't told you, but I'm having a bit of a bad day. I don't know why. I had stomach pains since yesterday. So that's why I'm just showing you the guitar now. But all your kind words, they make my day better. Oops, someone needs to be banned. Let's do it. Come on. YouTube won't let me ban. That's not fair. So I'm gonna have to grab this other computer. Sorry about that. And he knows he's gonna get banned, so he's just... There we go, thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, we're in E minor for sure. Dropped a sub. Thanks so much, man. Cool, guys. So you guys have been absolutely fantastic, and this stream is very interesting, to say the least, with lots of good comments and lots of good interactions. Now I'm gonna go get a rest now. I'm not feeling so well today. I still wanted to do the stream because I felt that yeah, it needed to be done. Oh, and I missed a lot of your comments here. Oh, it seems the comment crashed with the latest spammer, so I just thought you guys were gone. Let's try one more time. I think maybe part of the problem is my super old laptop. I need to get a new one. See what you guys are saying here. I think we had more spam than usual now. It's keeping me busy. Yeah. Oh no, we're totally under a spam attack now. That's pretty new. Yeah, we might need some moderation if this continues. Cool. I think we got rid of the spammers. Okay, guys, so thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a lovely session. Your support is just amazing, and I hope I will meet you very soon again. Can we see my face somewhere here? No, you can't. I'd have to bend over quite a bit to make this happen. Here I am. So have a good one, guys, and see you tomorrow. Cheers.